Welcome to Manchester United News Update. Subscribe for more Manchester United news, match previews, and transfer updates. Jim Ratcliffe's Mercedes F1 ownership amid Man United chaos and financial concerns. Because Jim Ratcliffe has so much of his time taken up by chaos at Manchester United, it is easy to forget that the Mercedes Formula One team is among Ineos' sporting investments too. Amid all the controversial moves being made at Manchester United right now, Mercedes F1 fans may well be relieved that Jim Ratcliffe's influence there is felt far less. The Old Trafford club is the British businessman's highest-profile sporting investment, but it is far from his only one. Through his petrochemicals company Ineos, he also owns other football clubs in French League One outfit Nice and Swiss club Lausanne, sailing and cycling teams, and, since 2020, a significant stake in one of F1's most prominent outfits. From a sporting perspective, none of them have had much success of late. Particularly chaotic has been the situation at Man United, who sit 13th in the Premier League with 6 wins from 20 matches, having sacked head coach Erik ten Hag in October despite backing him in the summer, and replaced him with Ruben Amorim, who has also found results difficult to come by. Off the pitch, things have been similarly grim. Hundreds of staff have been made redundant in the name of cost-cutting. Legendary manager Sir Alex Ferguson was removed from his ambassadorial role, and now, to vastly reduce the club's huge player wage bill, and in a desperate attempt to comply with football's profit and sustainability rules, Ratcliffe has now put most of their squad up for sale. And it's not as though Ratcliffe has had much success with Mercedes to smile about since Ineos became a one-third owner in December 2020. The Silver Arrows won their 8th consecutive F1 Constructors' title the following year, but Lewis Hamilton infamously lost his driver's crown to Max Verstappen, and they haven't tasted victory in either championship since. Despite their disappointing on-track results, though, things off it are running much more smoothly. In 2023, it was announced that the Mercedes team's pre-tax profits from the previous season had risen to £113 million, allowing Ratcliffe to take a share of a £75 million dividend. Last April, Mercedes announced it was the first F1 team to record an annual turnover greater than £500 million from the 2023 campaign. But while Ratcliffe, through Ineos, is a profit participant at the team, the key difference to the situation at Old Trafford is that he is not a key decision-maker. He rarely even finds the time to travel for races anymore. That's despite the company holding a 33.3% stake equal to those owned by Daimler, the parent company of carmaker Mercedes-Benz, and Toto Wolff, who also serves as team principal and chief executive officer. At United, Ratcliffe is in full control of the club's football operations despite holding only a minority 27.7% stake. Transfer News Live. Man United could lose Mainoo, Arsenal want Brentford star, and Man City's double £85 million move. The transfer window is in full swing with sides at both ends of the Premier League table looking to strengthen as they battle for survival, European football, and the title. Clubs across the continent are in the market for January transfer deals as they look to strengthen their squads for the second half of the 2024-25 season with titles, European football, and survival all on the line. Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City are all rumored to be circling new arrivals as they battle it out in the Premier League, while the window could see some big exits confirmed, with Trent Alexander-Arnold negotiating a possible free transfer to Real Madrid and Manchester United open to selling Marcus Rashford. Randal Kolo Muani is said to be one option for United, who look likely to miss out on Victor Gyökeres this month, while they also like PSG left-back Nuno Mendes but may shockingly lose Kobbie Mainoo as Chelsea circle. One of the more intriguing sagas is the fate of Dani Olmo, who could be left in limbo as Barcelona fail in their attempts to re-register him. The Spanish giants are battling La Liga over financial issues, which could mean Olmo needs to find a new club, and there are plenty of teams, Arsenal and Chelsea included, monitoring the situation. And across the rest of the English top flight, clubs are sticking to PSR regulations and tight budgets as they look to find cut-price deals to bolster their squads. Why Liverpool's squad worries go well beyond Salah, Van Dijk, and Alexander-Arnold. Some of Trent Alexander-Arnold's more traumatic outings in a Liverpool shirt have tended to involve Real Madrid. Normally, however, it entailed trial by Vinicius Jr., a test many a right-back has failed over the years. If there are plenty of reasons to join Real, one is that he would only have to face the Brazilian in training. In the week Real attempted to sign Alexander-Arnold in January, his worst performance of the season felt ill-timed. Perhaps only the right back and those closest to him know for sure if the distraction caused by Real contributed to his substandard display against Manchester United. Arne Slot, often a voice of reason, pointed out it is not the only difficult day even a player of Alexander-Arnold's standard has experienced over the years. He afforded credit to the United double act of Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Dalot, citing their status as Portugal internationals, even if the inconvenient truth is that neither remotely resembles a left winger. Deal close, £29,000 a week star set to agree fresh deal with Man United. Manchester United are trying to build a new project under Ruben Amorim, and this could include tying down some key players to new contract but also at the same time, moving out players who are not untouchable should the right offer come in. There are very few players in this Man United squad who can and should be considered untouchable, with most players not really understanding what it means to play for the batch. Amorim thus has an impossible task on his hands. Now, as per today's edition of the Mirror, talented young winger, Amad Diallo, is close to agreeing a fresh deal with Man United, which would see him earn a wage bump on the £29,000 a week that he is currently earning at the Old Trafford club. The Ivorian has been one of the silver linings this season and looks to be a very huge talent both for the present and the future. Thus, extending his deal and making the attacking face of the project is not a bad idea. The report also mentions that Man United are confident of agreeing a new deal with Mainoo, despite him asking for astronomical £200,000 a week wages to extend his contract. Chelsea's name has been linked, and the only way the Red Devils will consider a sale is if the offer is that irresistible. Even someone as highly regarded as Alejandro Garnacho could be sold for the right price. As per the report, Man United have hoisted an everyone can go flag with the club willing to listen to offers for all players in the squad, but the priority right now is to sort out exits for three high earners: Marcus Rashford, Casemiro, and Antony. RB Leipzig logo. RB Leipzig. Loading official content. Keep watching. Diallo deserves new deal. The only players who can consider themselves untouchable and in the scheme of things at the club are captain Bruno Fernandes, summer signing Lenny Yoro, Amad Diallo, and the versatile Diogo Dalot. Amad has been in top form for Man United this term and deserves a pay rise. Under Amorim, he has arguably been the best attacking player at the club. In the last 10 league games, he has directly contributed in 7 goals. The Ivorians scored the winner against neighbours Manchester City in their own backyard. Moreover, in the last league game, the 22-year-old scored the equalising goal versus arch-rivals, Liverpool at Anfield. Let's hope the club gets the deal over the line as soon as possible. Man United lineup: Alejandro Garnacho replacement in blockbuster £41 million January transfer. Bryan Mbeumo has been one of the standout performers in the Premier League this season, and Manchester United are among those interested in securing his services. Manchester United are reportedly eyeing up a sensational move for Brentford sensation Bryan Mbeumo. The 25-year-old has been in fine form this season, scoring 13 goals and adding 3 assists in 18 Premier League matches. Only Mohamed Salah, 18, and Erling Haaland, 16, have scored more in the top flight than Mbeumo in 2024-25, and it's no surprise that he is attracting attention from the likes of United. According to Spanish outlet Fichajes, Ruben Amorim's side are plotting a stunning £41.2 million swoop for the Cameroon international. Mbeumo, who joined Brentford for a then club record fee of £5.8 million from Troyes in 2019, has also been linked with a move to Arsenal and Newcastle. Although his preferred position is on the right-hand side in a front three, Mbeumo can be used through the middle in a deeper role or out on the left wing. And a potential move from Mbeumo to United could signal the departure of Alejandro Garnacho, who has been subject to transfer interest from Atletico Madrid. TBR Football have also reported that the Argentine is said to be open to leaving Old Trafford after growing frustrated with life under Amorim so far. It's added that Garnacho could leave United in favor of a remarkable return to Atletico, almost 5 years since departing the Spanish club to move to Manchester for £420,000. The 20-year-old spent half a decade in the Atletico Academy, having arrived as an 11-year-old from Madrid rivals Getafe in 2015. There has been question marks raised over where Garnacho fits into Amorim's new system at United. Amorim dropped the winger for United's trip to Manchester City last month and he hasn't started a game since. Although he did come and set up Ahmed's equalizer during the 2-2 draw with Liverpool. A sale involving Garnacho would boost United's profit and sustainability position as he is homegrown and would represent as pure profit. It's unknown whether United would be open letting him go at this stage, but an exit from Old Trafford for Garnacho could happen this month or in the summer window. I turned down Man United transfer Marcus Rashford, could still end up my teammate. Christian Pulisic turned down interest from Manchester United in 2019, but the USA international could soon team up with Marcus Rashford at AC Milan. Christian Pulisic rejected a move to Manchester United in 2019, but he could team up with Marcus Rashford in the near future. It is 6 years since United rivaled Chelsea for the then Borussia Dortmund winger's signature. The USA international reportedly turned down United's interest before the January transfer window, fearing that former manager Jose Mourinho would not give the young winger a chance. Instead of joining forces with Rashford and Paul Pogba, Pulisic was tasked with succeeding Eden Hazard at Chelsea after the Belgian's high-profile transfer to Real Madrid. He may have struggled to fill Hazard's shoes, but Pulisic has enjoyed a new lease of life since joining AC Milan, who have been linked with signing Rashford this month. In July 2023, Pulisic completed a £20 million move to Milan, scoring 25 goals and registering 17 assists in 75 games for the Rossoneri. Although the American missed out on playing alongside Rashford in England, the two could soon be teammates at the San Siro. The United strikers' camp has discussed a possible loan move with Milan. Rashford has been scrutinized for his disappointing form this season, and his future at Old Trafford has been the subject of much speculation. Last month, the 27-year-old openly expressed his readiness to leave United and embrace a new challenge. "I'm halfway through my career. I don't expect my peak to be now," Rashford said. "I've had 9 years so far in the Premier League and that's taught me a lot. That's helped me grow as a player and as a person. So I don't have any regrets from the last 9 years." Rashford's representative was reported to have flown to Milan this Tuesday for talks with an official from the Serie A club. Yet, if Rashford were to join Milan, Pulisic might pose a challenge for a starting place on the left wing. Milan's left flank is often occupied by star forward Rafael Leo. Pulisic, usually preferred on the right, also has the versatility to play the left, which could harm Rashford's prospects based on his recent performances. Nonetheless, Milan have emerged as the frontrunner for Rashford's signature after he rejected 3 bids from Saudi Arabian teams, each believed to be around £35 million. Furthermore, The Athletic has reported that Borussia Dortmund are considering an offer to bring Rashford on loan for the remainder of the season. Dortmund signed Jadon Sancho on loan when he was similarly struggling at Old Trafford last term and helped rejuvenate his fortunes.